Welcome back to our journey through 25 different kinds of cookies getting ready for Christmas. Today what we're going to start with is one of my husband's favorite cookies, Oatmeal Raisin. It never was one of my favorite cookies until I had to start baking it all the time for him, and then now I love these cookies. So again, you're going to need 2 bowls. We're going to start with our dry ingredients. So I need to grab the flour here, and our flour is going to be 1 cup, and we'll put that in here. Nice loosely packed cup of flour. I'm also going to need my spices now, which make the oatmeal cookie so good. We're going to need cinnamon, and we're going to put 1 teaspoon in there. This is a 1/2 teaspoon, so I'm going to do 2 here. And then the other thing you're going to throw in is our nutmeg. Just a pinch. This is a pretty powerful spice, so you only need 1/8 of a teaspoon. Just enough. And then we need our baking soda. And that is going to be a 1/2 teaspoon. Perfect. And then salt. 1/4 of a teaspoon. Not dump it in there like I did with the M&M cookies. Ended up being okay, but I was real worried. You just want 1/4 of a teaspoon of our salt. Perfect, not too much there. And then I'm just going to whisk this together. But before I do that, I'm going to start creaming my butter and my sugar together. That way it'll be ready for this when I'm done. So my butter is going to be 1/2 of a cup. It's softened butter, so I can put that right in there. And then I'm going to need some sugar. And for the oatmeal cookie, we need brown sugar, and that brown sugar is going to be 1/2 of a cup. So we'll put that in there, and then we do need just a little bit. We need about a 1/4 cup of regular sugar. We'll put that in there, and it's time to mix that up. While that's creaming together, like I mentioned, we're going to whisk this. That's the best thing about Christmas and Thanksgiving, just kind of the holiday bake season, is the smells. I love cinnamon and I love nutmeg. I love the smells when I'm baking. I don't love candles at all, so it makes 0 sense because I'll sit here and sniff this all day, but you burn a candle and I'm like, oh, I can't take it. Got this creamed up pretty nice. I'm going to do maybe just another second. Seconds over. I stress this so much. I will stress this in every cookie video. When you're mixing your flour into this, go slow. It will just poof right up. So I'm going to slowly add this into my cream mixture. I'm also going to remember that I did not put my egg in, so I'm going to pause. I'm going to crack my egg, let that mix in with everything. I also I missed a whole step. I missed my vanilla, which is going to be 2 teaspoons. If I can get it out here. 1, 2, 3. We had got a full house in the kitchen here today. We've got husband behind the camera. We've got camera in one hand, baby in the other hand, and we have got a lily dog. Come here, Lily. She'll wander around here eventually. So I added vanilla, guys, and then I need to add my honey. Now, honey is going to go slow, so I've tilted it upside down to hopefully speed up the process. You want 1 tablespoon. And if you are anything like me, you need a little bit of that honey for the mouth. But I'm just going to slowly drizzle that in, trying to get it down beside the beater if possible. He is just thinking this is hilarious. It's like, Bob, who are you talking to? Dad doesn't bake cookies. Okay, that looks better. So, Now that I have completed the recipe, let's go ahead and keep adding our flour mixture. That being said, I have messed up oatmeal cookies more than once. The last time I made oatmeal cookies, I realized, it was after I had put my taster cookies in the oven, that they just didn't look right. And I'm looking at them, and I go through my recipe. Oh, oatmeal raisin cookies need raisins. Ugh, that's just how things are going this year. Oatmeal raisinless cookies. I have got a nice mix going on here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up. I meant to turn that off, not on harder, but it worked. It got everything to come right off the beater. Tell me about it. And like I mentioned before, I don't want to clean the beater off too much, as I 100% eat cookie dough. It's my favorite thing in the whole world, other than Aiden and my husband and my puppy and my rest of my family and my friends. But really, cookie dough's up there. So I'm just gonna mix in, because sometimes you never know, you got some flour and stuff up on the side. You can always have a little mishap there. So mix everything together. You've got a great looking dough. Now it is time to add the oatmeal for the oatmeal raisin cookies. This is 1.5 cups of old fashioned, not your instant. So old fashioned oats we're gonna mix in. And can't forget the raisins, 2/3 cup of raisins. My mom growing up would make oatmeal cookies. I am just, see, that's why you go slow. But growing up, my mom would make oatmeal raisin cookies, but she would also sometimes substitute other things for the raisins. So we would have oatmeal butterscotch cookies, oatmeal chocolate chip cookies were really great. And I like the raisin though. I'll go back to the traditional for the video here. But just know that you can mix it up, and you don't have to go with raisins if you don't like raisins. But what I will do is go ahead and bring this over to our table here. I've already preheated my oven to 350, and I said the word taster cookie. Remember, taster cookies are just going to be a couple cookies you put in first to see how they come out. I always do 2 because it's me and my husband, Sean. That being said, the last time I made cookies for you guys, I put 2 in the oven, 1 for him, 1 for me. Then we split one, and then he came in the room and went, "Did you eat that other cookie?" And I sure did. These are gonna go in the oven, and I'll make sure he gets 1 whole cookie. And I'm going to put these in for 9 minutes. So I will see you in 9 minutes. I have our oatmeal raisin cookies out of the oven. They took about 9 minutes. You usually think about between 9 to 11 minutes. This here is 8, and I realized that I have not gotten to show off a little bit. This is our new baby boy. This is our dog, Lily. Come here, Lily. She is trying to see if I've dropped anything on the ground, which I probably have. And then behind the camera, we have Sean, who is so excited to try an oatmeal raisin cookie. I gave him the whole cookie this time. And I've got 1 for me. Cheers. None for Aiden. That's a pretty good cookie. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you tune in for our next cookie and keep coming on this journey with us through 25 cookies to Christmas. Thanks, guys.